We are now working problem 4H from the Math 4 Test 1 or Module 5 review. And I am both subtracting and adding in this one, so of course I need to have a common denominator. So the first thing I'm doing is looking for my LCD. And my LCD, in order to find it, first I have to factor this second denominator, and that's a difference of squares, so of course that factors to x plus 6 times x minus 6. And that's gone now. So when I'm looking for my LCD, remember my rule is take all of your first denominator, and I'm going to write that x plus 6. We know that x plus 6 and 6 plus x are actually exactly the same thing. The order's just different, but because of the commutative property of addition, it doesn't matter what order I add in. I can have x plus 6 instead of 6 plus x. Now I go to my second denominator where I have x plus 6. I already have it. I don't need to repeat it. I have x minus 6. I do need to add that because I didn't already have it. And then I go to my third term, which has, of course, a denominator of 1. So that's nothing to add to my LCD. So my LCD is just x plus 6 times x minus 6. So now I have to build each of these three fractions to have that denominator, looking for what is missing from my current denominator, and then multiplying the top and bottom by that value so that I can build my denominator, my numerator and denominator, of course. So what's missing on the 6 plus x from my LCD is the x minus 6. So I have 3x over 6 plus x times x minus 6, said that wrong, x minus 6 over x minus 6. Move on to the next term. I have 2x over, and that already is x plus 6 times x minus 6, so I don't need to build that fraction at all. I already have the denominator that I need. So it's 2x over x plus 6 times x minus 6. And then I move on to 3 over 1. What's missing from that denominator is all of it. So I have to multiply the numerator and the denominator by x plus 6 over x minus 6. And remember, the reason I am multiplying both the numerator and denominator is because I need to multiply by 1 in some form so that I don't change the value of my fraction. And of course, anything over itself equals 1. So I just multiplied 3 times 1 times 1 and didn't change any of my value. I changed the way it looks, I didn't change the value. So now, it's a very crooked line, isn't it? I have 3x times x minus 6 minus 2x plus 3 times, and remember that x plus 6, x minus 6 came from x squared minus 36. So that's what I've got there. And now I'll distribute, oops, what did I forget? Forgot to write my denominator. That's x plus 6 over x minus 6. And so now I have 3x squared minus 18x minus 2x plus 3x squared minus, and what's 36 times 3? It's 108, so that's minus 108. All over, whoa, not doing such a good job with that fraction bar, am I? X plus 6 over x minus 6. Okay, I'm going to collect my like terms and I'm going to move over here so you can see where I'm writing a little better. And now I have to collect my like terms. So again, I have 3x squared plus 3x squared, which gives me 6x squared. Negative 18x minus 2x is minus 20x. And minus 108, there was nothing to add that to. No like term to collect there. Over my common denominator, which was x plus 6 times x minus 6. Now I have a common factor here of 2, so I'm going to factor that out, and that leaves me 3x squared minus 10x minus 54 all over my x plus 6 times x minus 6. And now I have to look at this. If I multiply 3 times 54, and then I'm looking for what the product of that is. And what is 3 times 54? Can anybody tell me? It's 162. And I'm looking for something that would multiply to 162 and add to what? Would add to negative 10. And as I look at the factors for that, I actually can't find anything that will fit that set of instructions. So that means that numerator is already in factored form, or it's factored as much as it can, and that will be my final answer.